Sinfield was present at Denver Broncos Mile High Stadium and held talks with key figures on both sides of the world about proposed returns in 2019 and 2020. This year's game went ahead despite opposition from leading NRL clubs surrounding player welfare, but the former England captain hopes that can be overcome much earlier next time. Sinfield, speaking after being confirmed as an ambassador for the 2021 World Cup in this country, said, "First and foremost, there will be a full review and report. We'll be looking into some of the issues that were flagged up before the test. I think it's important to make some sense of it all. The players handled themselves fantastically well, and we will place them at the forefront of any decisions we make. From a performance point of view, I think having a mid-season game against New Zealand is really important, and the state's venture is important too in the big picture sense, especially with the 2025 World Cup in mind. I would love to go back and have a meaningful test match again next year, but we need to go about it in the right manner." Among the officials that Sinfield met with in Denver was former Hull KR forward Clint Newton, who is the chairman of the Australian Rugby League Players Association. Sinfield said he was really impressed with it all and was delighted to see that not everything that ourselves and New Zealand had promised in terms of looking after the players was delivered. What we have to do is ensure that the scheduling around the game is right. Some of the issues around this game got blown out of all proportion, and I don't think the RLPA has an issue with it as such. They want to make sure the players are happy. Even if the fixture does return to America, it won't necessarily be in Denver, with Sinfield saying talks with promoter Jason Moore will be part of his report. Sinfield said, "There is a natural appetite for rugby league there, as we saw with 19,000 attending, and in my opinion it would only draw more year on year. But Jason has to think about his strategy for 2025 as well, and we have to decide whether we might be better playing the return fixtures somewhere else. Everything will be considered." Sinfield is also enthusiastic about his role with the 2021 World Cup, which will see men's, women's and wheelchair events staged in this country. He added, "It could be a long time after this that the next World Cup is staged in this country, so we want to make the most of it. The last World Cup here in 2013 was a huge success. I think the next one in 2021 will be a step above and beyond that."